Talk to me about this moment we're in where there's a lot of cross-genre happening in the country direction.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're kind of the first person that did it in a serious way. But you kind of did it in a way that was a lot different than some of the artists we're seeing now. Like you kind of did it, you were an underground artist initially, right? Like, and then doing country was always something that was natural to you, but it's what changed your life.
Right.
Do you feel like the trend of the genre of country music is being like, it feels like everyone's doing country. It just and like not necessarily from a place of like even being a fan of the music, it just feels like it's the thing to do. Like from your perspective, as kind of being the first guy to kind of, people would look at you as a rapper initially,
right?
To have all this success, like from how you see it, how do you see what's going on right now with everybody kind of flocking to the genre?
I think it's country music finally getting its turn.
Yeah,
is my perspective. It's like we've actually got to watch every other genre get its turn on critical mass, but never country.
Right.
There would be artists here and there that would get
like Shania Twain,
that
Garth,
would get big enough that like,
right.
Country's always been represented in critical mass at the Grammys, AMAs, VMAs,
right.
All these different facets, but I think it's just like the natural evolution of like, it was just kind of country's turn finally. It was a great time to be there. I think that the only thing I have to do with that is luck of just waiting out long enough to be around, long enough to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of the John Cena story. The CM Punk stories are kind of, John Cena's just like, he was just consistently there. Mm-hmm. You just always show up and you're always there. It's like all of a sudden you can eventually become the guy. It's the law.
Because I feel like you gave Post the rub.
No, Post gave me the rub. Because, well, listen.
Post is Post, but I feel like in this world, like, it's you giving him the rub.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a weird thing, man. It's like Post and Beyonce, what they did was just bringing a bigger spotlight to what was already overwhelmingly, like,
right.
If country couldn't have got any bigger, the two of the 5 biggest pop stars on earth was like, we're going to go do country albums this year. It's like, it couldn't. Man, I sound silly when I talk like this, but I really think when you look back at this 10 years from now, 20 years from now, it's going to just continue to stand the test of time more and more. Like when you look back, we're talking about it in real time and it's kind of blowing our mind. But when they really look at this decade and what happened with country music, and they're just like, yeah, and Post Malone dropped one of the biggest albums of the year that year. And Beyonce had,
it was a great album.
Post album was great, 100%. And Beyonce got in the genre and just
the biggest
added
song, by the way, the biggest song of the year is a country song. Bar song,
Yeah, well, two years in a row now.
Yeah.
Last night was last year.
Right, yeah.
The second biggest song of this year was a Morgan Wallen song again.
Crazy.
2 years in a row.
That's crazy.
Speaking of the bar song, boy, shameless plug here.
Shabuzi's coming on tour.
Shabuzi is on tour with Jelly Roll. I love you, Shabuzi. Thank you, Booze Man, for picking my tour.
No, that's special. You're going to have the -- 1 album and the #1 song on tour
Listen,
together.
Man, dude, it's like Booze Man, he could have kind of like Warren on this tour. They could have. These are two guys that are white hot right now, especially Booze. I mean, Booze is fish grease hot.
I think 18 weeks #1.
It just broke the record for the long. You know what I mean? Like, just took Little Nas X record. I mean, it's
crazy.
It's unreal. And he could have did a headliner. He could have went out with anybody. He was like, "No, I'm into that Jelly Roll tour." It's just awesome, man. Just who Shabuzi is, though, man.
I saw you reach out to Glorilla on Twitter.
I love Glo.
You guys dropped the same day. She's got a great body of work out. Glorious.
Yes.
A lot of people.
That's her government name, right?
I believe.
I think I'm serious. I think her
Gloria,
government.
I think, or something like
No, I think her government name is Glorious.
That's amazing.
Hold on, the Gooch is looking it up. I bet I'm right.
I bet
I'm
you're
from
right,
Tennessee.
Too. That sounds about.
Her name is Gloria Hallelujah.
Oh, you was right. It's Hallelujah. That's the part I always
Gloria
forget.
Hallelujah.
I thought it
That's
was
a
Glorious,
name.
but it's because of Gloria Hallelujah.
That's
man,
a fucking name right
What
there.
a name. I love Glo, man. I'm such a fan of Glo. I got to meet her at the
Was it the iHeartRadio
Awards. I got to meet her at the iHeartRadio Awards,
Yeah,
and me and my wife had already posted TikToks to the song. We're huge fans. I love Memphis music. Growing up, 3 6 Mafia and them being involved in me so early, and my love of Little White and living in Memphis for a few years, it's like I'm always watching what's happening in Memphis because you can count on a couple artists a year being in the top 10 biggest artists in hip hop every year being Memphis.
Yeah, you're synonymous with Memphis forever, man. You know?
I'm proud of that too, man, because I love Memphis, and Glorilla's just awesome, dude. And me and you talked about this off camera, but I think we should give her flowers like this on camera. She is. You feel a radiation of gratitude coming off of her that is rare in the music business.
100%.
Like this real, genuine, like every step forward for her is a win, and she is just in the most graceful place. You can almost tell she's to the point now where even the bullshit don't get to her no more. She don't get wrapped up in none of that. She is just complete. She is floating. And you can feel that when you're around her. You know what I mean? It's like she just gives off this genuine gratitude, and the music's fucking incredible.
No, I just thought.
So here's the story. I should. Man, I'll tell you the story. Me and Glo, when we met, we immediately people in her management camp. You know, my relationship with Memphis for all these years, we all kind of know each other. It's 2 degrees of separation or whatever that is. Anyways, somebody hit me like, "Yo, I'm such and such. You remember me back then?
Right.
I'm working with Glo. I want to get y'all together. Put us in a text thread." And every time either one of us have been in LA, we've hit the other one and missed each other by like a couple days. So we were trying to do something anyways. It was like, if I look at our text thread right now, it's a constant like, I'm in LA, where you at when you here? And it's like a day later, she'll be like, I'll be there Friday. And I'm like, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Or it's like her being like, yo, I'm in LA, where are you at? Swing by. You know what I mean? It's like I know we like each other and we want to work together. And she knows I'm a huge fan, and it's been really cool, man.
Yeah,
I love that she was like, we got to do this for Tennessee. It made my heart smile.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. The whole Memphis thing is just crazy, you know. Rest in peace, Dolph. You know, that whole case, some of the details of that's getting interesting. It's like for you, like you're such a fan of just everything. Like, you know, I kind of look at you as like a.
Well, let's talk about the Dolph trial for 2 seconds. I know you don't want me to get hung up here because you're my friend and don't want me to get in trouble. But all I want to say about the Dolph trial is I was blown away that the Dolph trial opened on a Monday, closed on a Friday, and had a deliberated jury return a verdict back in 5 days.
Oh, it was fast.
And we have been watching Jeffrey
Young Thug,
sit down in the DeKalb County Jail for years.
Yep.
It is, man, I don't like to get in the middle of stuff, and some of the stuff that he was accused of is extremely heinous, and if it's true, he should be held accountable like any other criminal. But man, it just seems like one of the greatest injustices I've ever seen happening down there, man. And it's getting to the point, man, Kev, I would tell you something, Kev. I don't talk about this much, Bubba, but something I'm into. When I'm writing music, I don't listen to music.
Yeah.
So I listen to like podcasts, and it's somewhere between comedy and true crime. And my preference of keeping up with true crime isn't like the eerie stuff. I like watch Law and Crime with Jesse on YouTube. Are you familiar with this channel?
Yeah.
I'll watch Bruce Rivers.
Okay.
I'll watch like I got a few of these different kind of lawyer things that I'll watch. These kind of lawyer things that I'll go. And then if I'm really interested in what Jesse Weber's talking about, I'll just go watch that day of the trial. I get that nerded out about like active trials when they're happening.